Right, Danny, should we do a health check first?
Yes.
Starting with Camille Grabara. We're worried about him.
Yes. Yeah. No, Camille. Obviously, he had a sickness bug. Been pretty well documented now. There's been a sickness bug in the group for the last 2 weeks. We've done our best to try to avoid it. Too many catching it, but it's not been ideal by any stretch of imagination. And Camille has done some light training today, so we'll see how he recovers off the back of that, and then make a call. But obviously, young Ryan Schofield did superbly well on Wednesday, and that's definitely given us food for thought.
And Pritchard?
Yeah, again, he has done some light training today, which is a positive, and again, we will just monitor him overnight, and as long as there's no adverse effects, he'll be good to go.
On well-being, Danny, here's a thought from left field. Late finish on Wednesday, quick turnaround for a game like Barnsley. You'll expect some intensity there, no doubt. But how do you and the squad deal with the short sleep and the having to be back at the training ground probably twice before the Barnsley game? If it's any consolation, I was a wreck on Thursday morning, and my wife said so.
I think for us, I think you call it football insomnia. So anybody who's been involved in football will know that, particularly the midweek games, they're maybe when they're high in emotion, that it's hard to sleep. So yeah, for us, you kind of get broken sleep maybe the night after the night of the game. So we trained this morning, but only sort of 36 hours post playing. So it was quite a light session. The boys did a recovery session yesterday. Those that did play, and the boys, the subs, and the boys in the periphery of the squad, they all did a full training session. So I think for us, it's players are on different pathways in these periods, and you do your best to try to manage your time accordingly. We've done a lot of work in the video room in terms of learning from the game on Wednesday, and also preparing for Barnsley tomorrow. So we've managed to get some good work, but there's definitely a balance between I suppose fitness and freshness, and that's what you're always trying to find.
Huddersfield Town are becoming very hard to beat. 5 games unbeaten, even in a wonderfully unpredictable league like the Championship, is a consistent run of form of sorts. But how much is it satisfactory for you just being unbeaten after 5 games?
Well, I think we're pleased that we're 5 unbeaten, considering the run the club had been on prior to that. So it's taken a lot of grit and a lot of resilience and a lot of determination, and we're proud of the qualities that we've shown through this period. I think you've seen all different performances. The major positive probably from Wednesday night was the fact that we didn't play well, but we still managed to accumulate a point, and we weren't beaten. And normally when you see teams that are down the bottom, when they don't play well, they invariably lose. So the fact that we didn't, we had some things going against us on Wednesday in terms of the illness in the group, losing our first choice keeper, and young Ryan coming in and doing as well as he did was a real positive. But no, we look back on the performance. I think we learned a lot about our performance, particularly in possession, and things that maybe we could do better. We haven't had too much time to work on that, obviously, on the grass, but you can always move your learning forward in other ways, and that's what we've tried to do.
In the light of that, Danny, what's your view of Barnsley's predicament, if I may use that word? They won very creditably on the opening day of the season. They've had a change of manager. Haven't won since that opening day. But I find them quite watchable, Barnsley. It's a kind of cherished neighbour. Everybody was quite happy for them when they got promoted, because it meant the prospect of this derby that we're looking forward to now. But as an opponent, how do you see them?
Well, our first Yorkshire Derby, so we're looking forward to that. I think they are a team now under new stewardship, and Adam Murray is someone that we know well. As a player for Mansfield, he would have played against my Concord Rangers team in the first round of the FA Cup back a few years ago. He then became manager of Boston United. We had a few good conversations then.
Is that a euphemism?
No. He's he went there from Mansfield, and we're close neighbours and played them in 3 season games, so that was good. He's done a very, very good job since he's been in. They've had 2 positive results. Played against Swansea and then played against West Brom. We went to West Brom on Tuesday night and watched them there. They played the back 5, which is something they did a few times last year, but haven't done to this point this season. They were aggressive front foot, fought for everything, really hard working. They went 2-0 up in the West Brom game, and deservedly so, and carried real threat on the counter-attack all night. Defensively, they played a high line. They were aggressive. We were really impressed with them. And it took West Brom and Slaven Bilic to make 2 changes, and then a change of shape for them to claw their way back in the game. So no, we're expecting a rejuvenated Barnsley, a team fighting for every ball, and we know that we're going to have to match them in work ethic and endeavour. If we're going to get on the right side of the result.